ask you something. Why do they tell and still get all that time? Like, what the fuck?
And he went over there and aired out Tony Yayo and them mama house and grandma. He looking at murder on the state level. And then he had the feds. He had distribution of drugs and money.
Fuck.
Yeah. Go look on smokinggun.com. You can see it all.
Hey, was he games manager before?
Yeah, that's who Game
Yeah,
managed.
okay, yeah, I remember.
He managed him till 2010 and I took over.
Let me ask you something. Why do they tell and still get all that time? Like, what the fuck?
Well, no, this is what happened. Okay, now watch this. Let me tell you what happened with Jimmy. So Jimmy had two cases. He had the state case, you know, when them boys slapped his son. And he went over there and aired out Tony Yayo and them mama house and grandmama house. And then he caught the boy.
Lodi Mac.
Yeah, and gunned him down, right? They killed the nigga, right?
Yeah, he got convicted of that.
So them niggas got caught. The niggas that got caught, the niggas that killed dude, they get caught on some other shit. And they say, well, we'll tell you about a hard hit if you let us go on this or whatever, right? So they got their immunity and told Jimmy Henchman paid us 2 keys or 3 keys of cocaine or some shit to do this, right? What's crazy is dude died for nothing because he ain't even the one slapped the kid, right? But it happened, all happened. So he looking at murder on the state level, and then he had the feds. He had distribution of drugs and money laundering. He had opened up some fish and chip joints and all kinds of shit like that, right? So he had a Fed case murder, money laundering, RICO on the state. On the feds, a state murder, and then money laundering, distribution on the Fed side, right? So this is what's crazy. His brother run to Mexico. The informant, I forget the nigga name, is his right hand man. He trying to steal. He get caught trying to send some money from like FedEx and crazy shit. They line him up, they grab him. So they let Jimmy go in and proffer. Oh, y'all remember when them proffers was happening? Saying all kind of shit. Now, when you proffer, they let you know if you lie or break any type of law during the proffer, segment, the deal's off the table. So guess what they did to old Jimmy? They gave Jimmy a cell phone. Without him knowing, they gave him the cell phone. Guess who old Jimmy went to call him? His old brother down in Mexico. They got all the proffer out of him. When it came time he was supposed to get a deal, they raided, got the cell phone, used the cell phone against him, saying he violated the agreement. Deal off the table, but we're using the information.
That's crazy. They lied the nigga up.
I think his minutes is on the court case is on Crown Courts TV on YouTube. The whole case.
That is, and the whole case is on smokinggun.com.
Yeah, Crown Courts TV.
So they all tried to call Tony Martin a rat, which I don't call Tony Martin a rat, because Tony Martin's a civilian, 1,000,000%. Tony Martin get caught up because back then they shipped music in what they call music cases. So it'll be a case loaded with CDs and shit like that, right? And they'll send them over. It might be, 250, 300 CDs in a motherfucker. And the label will ship them. So niggas was shipping, putting the order in, send 10 music cases from Interscope. Somewhere in there, whoop, wop, 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 wham. When it left here and got to New York, the work was in there. He telling Tony Martin, take this music box and drop it off in Brooklyn, drop it off over here, drop it off over there. Tony Martin's an employee, he worked for him. He has no idea what the fuck he dropping off. When they roll up on him and open the music case, voila, Nigga, it's Scarface in this bitch. Frosty the Snowman.
Tony
Man,
Montana.
Tony Martin ain't got no idea what the fuck is going on. He really think he dropping off some music boxes. Where you
that's
get this from? My
crazy.
boss. Where you get this from? My boss. Who? I work for Czar Entertainment. Jimmy Henchman. Woo, wow, 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 wham. Right? So I think they end up giving Jimmy 100 state, 100 feds. Some shit like that.
Damn.
They caught him hiding out in the W Hotel in Manhattan.
Yeah, he was in plain sight. Yep.
Yeah, he caught him hiding out over there. So
Yo, in like 2008, I had got an email from somebody saying, "This is Jimmy Henchman's paperwork."
oh no, that's one of the other case he had down in the Carolinas.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said he was already hot.
But let me tell you something. I ain't fuck with that shit because I'm a Brooklyn nigga. I'm like, yo,
Nah,
I'll be
you already
dead.
knew what time
I said,
it
I'll
was
be
back
dead
then.
before it's done down. Word to mother, bro. I said, I ain't putting that shit out. I'll be dead before sundown. That's a
You
fact.
ain't lying.
Them niggas are strong out here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I still probably got that shit in my email. I was like, I ain't touching that shit. And you know, this is before exposing paperwork was a big deal. And you know, I had a big website back then. And I was like, oh hell no, I ain't putting that shit on my website.
Bad
They sent it to
magazine.
me. They sent it to This Is 50. They sent it to a few people. Even This Is 50 didn't fuck with it.
No,
I'm like,
I
they,
know. You see, I knew which one you was talking about.
yep.
Mhm.
I was like, nah, fuck that. Y'all niggas trying to get me blind. You know what I'm saying? Because if I put that shit out, nah, that shit was different back then. Because the streets
Bro,
was
it's a
still.
bunch of that's a room to run though. Nigga, get some paperwork on that.
I still might have that
Get
shit.
some real
It's a
paperwork
lot
on
of
that.
paperwork on that shit. I remember
Now
I
y'all want to
seen
run
that
that
crime
room?
TV.
I want to run that room. I can pull a rabbit out that. You know,